Alright YouTube, so got here some RekGen mud flaps, and they will be going on the Fk8. That's right. They're going to be replacing the rally armors. So my wife got this car like probably 5 months ago, and they came with those rally armors, and my biggest pet peeve was that those letters are blue. They don't even match with anything. So we ordered these REKs. They come with this carbon fiber piece here. On the website it shows red letters, so that's one of the main reasons why we ordered them. But black's fine. It's better than blue. So yeah, we're gonna put these babies on. First things first though, I gotta take those apart, front and rear, and then we'll get started. Alright, got the front driver's side done, removed I should say. And here is the other one. Now there is a difference between the mounting holes. This one has what, 5 mounting holes, and this one only has 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and match them up, but I'm not too sure. So just looking at it, it looks like I gotta drill a hole here up at the top one, because I'm not going to leave that one blank. And the other one, the other mud flap had a used this one over here, one on this end, and I would like to maintain that, like keep that, because I think it helps secure it more. So that's the only thing about this particular mud flap, is that you will have to do some modifications to it if you want to secure it and make sure that the mud flap doesn't fall out when you're in snow or whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm about to do some I'm going to bolt it on with the 2 existing mounting holes, and then I'm going to mark the other mounting holes that I believe it's going to need in order to better secure it. And yeah, 200 something bucks just for that. So here we go. So there it is, installed with just the 2 mounting holes, mounting bolts or whatever. It doesn't look too bad. I wish it stuck out a little bit more, but I guess that's what I get. So we have 2 mounting bolts, mounting screws, and this other one from Rally Armor used 5. I would really like to use 5, but based off of this one doesn't even line up, so I'm gonna have to put the original OEM one back. That should be fine. Then there is one down here though. It's about at this point. I'm gonna make sure I drill a hole for that one. And then of course you have the one back there. Can't even get it. The one back here doesn't even line up. I don't even think it lines up. It's not worth doing that one. So what I'm left with is having to just drill 1 hole to match this. That way we have 3 mounting screws holding it down rather than 2. I'm honestly not happy with the inside one. It's a little bit loose. I don't really like that much flexibility, especially on a daily driven car. I can tell, I guess, for like show purposes, yeah, 2 would be enough. But for daily driving, a Type R, come on, man. They could have done a little bit better with that design. That's my only complaint, aside from that gap here. It's a little bit, I guess, I don't know. Usually you want it to stick out about 1 inch or so for good protection of the paint surface. And yeah, I mean, some of the rocks will get by, especially up here. In comparison with the rally armor, look at that. The rally armor stuck out way more. So, I mean, these look really nice, don't get me wrong. They're freaking beautiful. But design-wise, I'm not too sure. So let's go on to the next step. Alright, so here we are. I got those 3 bolted on I had to make an extra hole here for this one, and the back still flaps a little bit, but I guess with one extra screw on that side skirt, it probably won't go anywhere. I'm of course going to replace the screws though, because I don't like how they're exposed and I like to have everything blacked out. Plus, I know them hose are gonna friggin' rust. They're not zinc plated or anything like that. So yeah, that's how it goes. I don't know, I'm just not too happy about this. Oh, I just noticed that I can slide this over. So yeah, I'll definitely slide that over, get some coverage. Hey, that's good. So I was complaining earlier about the coverage here, and now I noticed that we could slide that over. Maybe I can make this hole just a little bit oval shaped to allow me to scooch this thing over a little more. Well, that's why they made it like that. So let me go ahead and do that. Well, I'll show you in a second. Alright, here we are. I made that hole earlier, and now it's time to widen it towards the outside. Not widen it, but make it more oval shaped. So I'm going to try to just kind of expand on that hole going that direction. Here we go. So that particular hole in the back, I am going to have to fill in with a clip, because for the rally armors, it was this one that they used, and I'm quite sure that the OEM clip was thrown out at some point, so I gotta fill that baby in. Luckily, I was able to go to the store earlier and I bought me some of these, so I'm gonna see if they fit. Come on, baby. Oops. Let me go get that one that flew over here. Alright. And what do you know, it's a perfect fit. But before I put it in there, I'm going to throw in some of this anti-seize just to protect it, you know, so it don't get all rusty up in there. So there it is. I sealed up that with a clip, and now I got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes to fill in. I ended up finding these black screws, which I'm going to use. They're a little bit wider, but I'm going to use them anyways because I want to make sure that this thing is secure. Now the next steps is to put this baby on with the new screws. Alright, here we go. Alright, I just finished the passenger side front, and I got about the same results. And just like the other side, I had to drill a hole here, and that's about it. So I added an extra bolt. So now there's 1, 2, and 3. I know it's hard to see that, but there they are. 1, 2, 3. The bolts I replaced them with are, well, the screws I should say, were these here. I'm going to be doing the same thing with the rear kit. So here we are in the rear. And the kit comes with these guys, but something tells me they're going to rust. So I'm just going to use these black little guys here. Alright, let's get started. Here we go. We're doing the rears. There are 2 bolt holes. Well, once again, I suspect I might have to drill a third one. And if I do that, I don't really have a place to drill into other than this like really soft, almost carpet-like material to try to secure it into. So I hate to say it, I wish that this particular kit came with a better securing mount system, but it is what it is. I gotta work with what I have, and it's too late now. I already passed the return period, but I wouldn't return them anyways. They're pretty nice looking. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to install them and go from there. Not to my surprise, I had to drill a hole, and there it is. If anyone out there has a suggestion on some really good drill bits that drill into metal, plastic, wood, anything, let me know. I would really like to invest in a better pair or a better set. So there it is. This is going to be like that. I still have to drill a hole into that carpet-like backing here to help secure this just a little bit more, even if it's just a little bit. So other than that, we're good to go, man. I'm about to finish this bad boy. Okay, so I just put in this screw here, which was one of my own screws, not the ones that came in the kit. And this is a screw that I also had to put in just to help secure it a little bit more. Now there's the bottom one. I'll really prepare myself here. That one here, I also had to, how you say, get a different screw for. And the kit comes with these little plastic thingies, and then like one of those silver screws that I showed earlier. But this is the one that I decided to use. Why? Because it's a lot thicker, and my theory is that it's going to help secure it a lot better. Now, because I only have two hands and I don't have like extra appendages, I can't show you how I'm going to be putting this on, but you get the point. Let me put it in there and screw it in, and we're going to check out how it looks like at the end. There it is. It's somewhat secured. I'm not too happy about this side over here. I put my finger in there. Over here, I can't put my finger in. Overall though, I think it came out pretty good. Let's check out the whole thing. Actually, let me clean up and then we'll check out the whole thing. Okay, so the RG carbon fiber mud flaps are on. That's how they look. Again, they look great, but the install process, because of the extra mounting hole I had to make, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Wasn't what I was expecting. However, I am pleased with the way they look. Hopefully they do function well. With the sun being out, it's really hard to get a good look at the mud flaps. But there they are. I'll do probably what do you call that? For my thumbnail picture, I'll have a better picture to give you guys an idea how they look like. But overall, that's them. Now, the next step is to clean these guys and post them up on Marketplace. You already know how I do it. And yeah, pretty much there it is, the RGs. They looking great. Alright, the RekGens RGs. There they are. There it is. It's kind of hard to see in the sun, but let's do a quick walk around. There's that one. Once again, it's hard to see in the sunlight. But I guess it's good to have a subtle look rather than something that really stands out. Gap ain't too bad. It should offer some protection. And there's the front ones, front passenger side. So if I were to say some pros and cons, the pros, they look great. They look nice. The carbon fiber is a really nice piece to add to the tight bar. Cons, kind of pricey. I think there was like $280 after shipping and tax. I had to modify them. I had to like drill a hole in there to like secure them better and add another screw. Speaking of screws, I had to add new screws because I felt the other screws were a little bit thin, and I needed wider screws in order to better secure the mud flaps. But overall, I'm happy with the process, the install process. It was easy. It just took a little long because of the extra steps I had to take. But you just heard the installer's point of view and perspective and opinion on these mud flaps. So, owner, what do you think of your mud flaps on your Type R?
I think they look good. I like that they're tucked in, and I like the accent of the carbon fiber at the bottom. I just wanted something to look as stock as possible because they don't make them stock.
Yeah, well, the Riley armors were cool, the Riley armors, but they were blue. They didn't even match the car. So whoever put them on there, shame on you. Throwing those things on a Type R. Overall though, check out my other videos, my UFO videos. Like, share, subscribe, and next mod we're gonna be doing on this thing is gonna be the mesh grilling for the air ducts in the front and in the rear. So check it out. I started the process here, but it didn't come out so good, so we decided we're gonna go all out and replace the duct. I accidentally scratched it there. Sorry, honey. I did that. You too. You're gonna see me get roasted by my wife. So yeah, we're gonna put in real vents in this thing. That's the next video. Also, I might even do a video on how to properly clean the rear tips of the exhaust, because you see a lot of Type R drivers out there. They always have these things all dirty, or they'll have like some aftermarket exhaust that doesn't even look good. But we're trying to keep it as stock as possible. Once again, like, share, subscribe, especially if you like bull terrier content, Type R content, all that good stuff.